Over Quentin Tarantino's distinguished 29-year career, he has become one of Hollywood's most bankable directors with an iconic trademark style described by some as pulp. An auteur director famous for violence but also using odd pans, close-ups, and intense attention to detail and glorified homages to film. However, one film comes across differently: the blaxploitation crime thriller Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown differs from Tarantino's other work tremendously. First, unlike his other work, it's not an original screenplay, but a loose adaptation of Elmore Leonard's 1992 book Rum Punch. The tone is also different. Compared to other works, the movie is subtle, quieter. It focuses on dramas and dynamics between people who are crafted and launched carefully thought-out plans. This is in contrast to the grand action set pieces full of split-second decisions that feature in his other films. Characters like Django or Stuntman Mike are shamelessly unrealistic pulp culture fantasies, but Jackie Brown's characters struggle with realistic problems. Roger Ebert said in his review, "Everyone in the movie is smart, but whoever the smartest will live."
Savoring the words and little details of behavior that make his characters so individual and original and memorable.
The character of Jackie Brown is harsh, older than most female protagonists of our time, but strong. Tarantino differs from the book's counterpart, who was a young, blonde woman. He changed it thinking the film would work better from an older, tougher perspective, who he thought Pam Grier would ideally play. The character of Brown is one who is used to the world she lives in. Life has dealt her a bad hand, but she takes them in her stride, using her situation to empower her and push her harder whilst always remaining composed. However, what makes her relatable and grounded is her humanity, and how she struggles with age and the bucket load of regrets she is too busy to empty. Much of the cast is older in the film than the book, and the film relies heavily on plot rather than action. Robert Forster, playing Max Cherry, adds a paternal energy, seeming tired but content with his life. He is an interesting casting choice, as he is considerably older than what one would expect, and the film is self-aware about this and highlights the cracks in his skin and with deep close-ups. The side roles also brought character to the film. Characters like Samuel L. Jackson's antagonist, Robbie O'Dell, or Robert De Niro's Louis Gara, an ex-con arrested for bank robbery. He is seen as being worn down by prison, no longer a tough criminal but resignedly going along. Shown with unkempt hair and sagging t-shirts badly covering all tattoos, his reliance on O'Dell's own overall casualness is shown when O'Dell is meeting with Cherry, and Gara asks, bored, if he can wait in the car like a child being taken to work by their parent. Michael Keaton also turns in one of his career's best performances as the gum-smacking ATF agent Ray Nicolette. Keaton plays him as an overconfident cool guy acting as if he's in his own movie, and making him one of the film's standouts. The movie is considered Tarantino's love letter to blaxploitation cinema. Blaxploitation is a subgenre that emerged in the US during the early 1970s, full of low-budget films celebrating black culture, with features like Shaft and Superfly coming B-tier classics. It was also where Pam Grier became a household name, famous for starring in blaxploitation standbys, Coffee and
Foxy Brown.
However, by the mid-90s, her career had taken serious hits, and she was finding only small roles in shows and straight-to-DVD movies, until she was approached by the young up-and-comer Quentin Tarantino. When they first met, Tarantino was coming off his first film festival hit, Reservoir Dogs. A fan of her work, he asked her to feature in a set piece with Harvey Keitel in his new movie Pulp Fiction, but the scene was eventually cut, and despite a promise to Pam Grier, she thought that she would never hear from him again. Pulp Fiction went on to win an Oscar and cement Tarantino as a household name. He had a devoted fan base and wasn't sure what to do next. He chose to expand his portfolio, showing a different side of his work, and to go into a different direction, decided to adapt Elmore Leonard's book Rum Punch, and to Grier's surprise, she was called back for the title role. Having cast Grier, Tarantino decided to shape the film around her career, visually referencing 70s cinema constantly. David Wasco, the film's production designer, turned San Francisco Valley into a sprawling metropolis full of run-down warehouses of the 70s, painting everything with warm hues. Tarantino hired a new cinematographer, Guillermo Naranjo, to help add a dirt brown color scheme, but also inject vibrant reds, yellows, and blues.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
because
a little
it's so
of it?
much fun, Jan.
Really?
Get it?
Tarantino wanted to show a different form of his direction, by changing the way violence, what most people see him famous for, was portrayed in the movie. Compare these two scenes.
I'm giving you fucking reasons.
Oh, you gonna tell me the reason you lost every goddamn cent I got in the world?
Hey, man.
You gonna tell me reasons?
You better...
Let me tell you the reason, motherfucker. The reason is, your ass ain't worth the shit no more.
You better fucking back off, man.
What the fuck happened to you, man? used to be beautiful.
Well, you gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped?
Oh, what the fuck's happening? Oh,
man,
shit.
man. Oh, man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that?
Well, I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Oh, man, I seen some crazy ass shit in my time, but this...
Chill out, man. I told you.
The two scenes, while similar in description, are very different in tone. Whilst Vincent shoots Marvin, it's accidental and casual. He acts more like he spilt coffee on himself. Unlike Jules, his partner, Vincent is a psychopath, unwilling to look his crimes in the eye, and numb to the violence he causes. In contrast, the scene with Ordell is personal and intimate. He's giving up on a friend and is putting on a blank mask as he realizes things are going wrong.
Your ass used to be beautiful.
Whilst the movie is mostly quiet and slow, during one of the ending scenes where Jackie is stealing from Ordell's money, Tarantino decides to show the sequence through different perspectives. The first is Jackie's. The camera and score masterfully create tension with two long shots following her around the mall, and the camera hugging her tightly, not letting the audience find an escape until she does. Before Ordell finds her in Cherry's office, she sits waiting for him to come in, rehearsing pulling a gun out from the next drawer, the movement that could change her life. The movie ends with Jackie Brown driving away happy. She's not a cowboy driving into the sunlit set in a blaze of glory, but like Jackie the character, we followed for the last 2.5 hours, the human character who's finally in control of her life. Hi, this is Luke. If you liked that video, please like and subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications about new videos.